G'day everyone, Vaping Preacher here again, and today we've got a review of coils, which is not something that I do very often. So these coils were sent to me for the purposes of this video. Thank you very much to Scott, but it's not going to change my opinion. Now, I've been using them flat out the past few days, just get a bit of a feel for them, and I've created a bunch of different builds here using, from what I understand, every coil that he supplies. I'm left with just a couple here. We might do these ones on camera, but yeah, we're going to flip this, give you a close-up of all the coils and the builds I am using, and then we'll come back up on top, we'll try them all, I'll give you the opinions on the ones that I have been using, and we're going to use some straight off the bat that I've just wicked up now. So I think we go down and show you the builds, and then we'll build something. Do we want a single coil RDA, or I think we might do a single coil build. Let's do that. See you down there. So here they are. These are everything I got sent. I'm under the impression these are everything. So we've got aliens, both a little different. 28, 27. All made with Ni82, which big fan of Ni80. That's my favorite type of wire. Alien 26, 2-core. And then we've got another 2-core there. Specs for you. Now these coils are regularly already available over at Vaporize. I'm not sure how many other shops have managed to stock them so far, but you can just go to their website as well, mysticoils.com.au. Yeah, Australian made, and made out of all that same good stuff that we know in our Cloud Revs and others. They should be pretty reliable. Now, I have a bunch of builds here. Move those out of the way. But what I did want to do is put these in something, show you sort of how they glow, they look like. I will show you the builds that I have been using. So this one here, Aegis, had the intake. Let's hope I can get this bastard apart. So I haven't done it too tight. I have done it way too tight. It took a minute, but we got it. So there is a look at those. This is after at least four solid days. 3 solid days. 3 solid days, I'd say, vaping. As you can see, not incredible, not getting gunked up at all. A little bit of black in the center there, not too bad. I'm using quite a sweet juice, so that's to be expected. And these are the Alien Clapton 28s, and out of the sets that I've used so far, these are my favorite. So yeah, they're looking pretty good. They ohmed in at a 0.2. I think they were supposed to be a 0.18. 0.2 they came in at. And yeah, about 60-70 watts. She's been absolutely beautiful. And the other one I've been using is the 2-core Aliens, which we are going to put a single one in something soon. But the 2-core Alien 20, what are they? 28s? 2 coil Alien 24s, these here. These are what I have in the Kylan on the Dreamer, and these are going an absolute bloody treat. Give you a demonstration. So yeah, so far off the sets that I've used, incredible performance. I've loved using both these devices so far, with the builds inside, dual coil builds, and yeah, they've been going really well. Like I said, they are the Claptons, the Alien Clapton 28s in here, and then the 2-core Alien 24s in here, and just the flavour is incredible. We've got to jumping ahead of ourselves, but yeah, I have been using them. Now these here are the two that I have not yet to use. Nice little bit of matchy-match game going on here. So I believe this is the, what was this, the Mach 1 RDA? It was something like that. Give you a look at those coils. Very nicely done. And these are the Alien 26s. So I'm going to show you the where are those? Alien 26. That's that there. Now they came in just a little under this. So do be careful if you're going to purchase the Alien 26s. They can come in a little lower. And it depends how you build, obviously, how you cut your legs and whatnot. Whoop, oh, almost lost it. But this is just a little bit under that 1 mark, just ever so slightly. So this one's going to be quite a bloody rowdy build, I believe. And then here we've got the Barrage. And in the Barrage, I've got the Clapton 27s. It's here. Alien Clapton. Oh no, they're the 28s. Yeah, the one's in the intake. 27. Alien Clapton 27. There you go. And they ohmed in pretty much exactly that. 0.12, 0.13. I was going to say, didn't look right. But I pulled the one out that I was using and put her in single coil RDA instead. I did have them in the Rabbit originally, and I thought, you know, I don't have any single coil setups, so we put that in the Barrage instead. So single coil setup. We're going to give these two a go, see what I think of these. I think this is going to be bloody rowdy. Let's get some juice on these and fire them. Right, first off the bat, we're going to go with this cheesecake, homemade cheesecake of mine. This is a Max VG liquid, this here, so let's see how she goes. Lube up those O-rings. I'm using Sony Sony 30Ts, Samsung 30Ts, and Sony VTC 5As in my mix. Alright, she looks rowdy. Alright. And for this one right here, I'm going to drip a bit of Dinner Lady orange tart. Not something I usually pick up, Dinner Lady. Bit pricey. However, it is a friggin' incredible juice. See how this little single coil banger goes, eh? Oh, yes. for those that haven't tried this RDA, this is probably my favourite single coil RDA in my arsenal, the Barrage. If you haven't seen the review for the Barrage, there is one here on the channel. Go look for it. Absolutely beautiful. Just like that. Two very fresh builds, very powerful. Let's see how they stack up, shall we? No break-in time on that wick. That's that can of cotton. Great flavour. Great flavour. They're incredible. Absolutely incredible. Very fast ramp up. You're a mech user, these coils are fucking incredible. They're great. They ohm in low enough, sometimes even a little too low in cases of this one. This is the one we're gonna go. We're gonna try it right now. Got the Mac 1 USB. Never really used this RDA all that much, but this is it on the El Thunder 21. So we got some cheesecake up in here. See how we go. Still trialing this flavour too, so. Very, very cloudy coils. Very, very cloudy. Great fucking flavour. Whoa. I guess the real question is, how are these going to hold up, especially with a juice like this? There's a lot of sweetener. We'll see. We'll see. I'm using very, very sweet juices. Maybe just re-wick every day. It should be fine. So I told Scott when I was that I was going to do this video a bit differently. It was going to take its time. Ooh, it's getting cloudy down here. And I appreciate you sending these coils out, mate. Now I want to do the one build that I can do on camera, because I got ahead of myself and just really wanted to use these coils so I can give an honest opinion on my thoughts. And we're going to come back to that, but what I want to do is dive down right now, and we're gonna build one. We're going to see how she goes. All right. See you down there. Okay. This here is the coil we're using. 2-core Alien, looking at about a 0.35, hopefully, if we're lucky. Like I said, so far I have got these coils to ohm in just a little bit lower than they probably should, but oh well, you only live once, right? Some very powerful coils. Let me get in your hole, you. Okay. This recurve's seen better days. She's in there alright, pretty much perfect position. Let's tighten her down. Alright, so I want to see if this happens with this coil. This is the last coil I've got to do it with, and this is why I really should have built on camera, but as you guys know, it's not usually, well, it's not usually something I do. I don't build on camera. My builds aren't usually anything special, but I figure for a video like this we kind of have to, at least, yeah. Shit. Alright, get that coiling rod in there and just sort of move her about a bit. About there, I reckon. See that leg twisted at the back? Oh, don't like me that. I'm gonna go here. 0.28. 0.28. Alright, it's a little bit lower than it should have come in at. We're going to put this on something else to fire it up because this thing's dead. Yeah, I got something with a bit of power. Got that coil in place. Slightly twisted leg, which I'm not happy about. I did want to show you how these things glow. Oh, not how you want a coil to glow. There we go. She looks good to me. Beautiful. See the ohms. There we go, 0.36. That's exactly what we wanted. Right on the dot pretty much. Beautiful. Let's throw some wick in her. This is the cotton I'll be using today. Canna cotton. Vapor's best cotton. This stuff is actually incredible. This is now my favourite cotton. I've gone from everything from Muji to bacon, and you know, I still like my Muji, but this is now my favourite cotton. Absolutely incredible. If you want to try this stuff out, pick it up over at brisvape.com.au. So we're going to use some of that. It's just really, really good. Very easy to sort of play with, you know, and it's great for high wattages. A lot of people have told me that, and they are not wrong. Focus. Focus. It really doesn't want to, does it? Look at that. That's terrible. Alright. That focus is so bad. Alright, we're not really going to do any fluffing out. Don't need to. We're going to be dripping right onto this. Recurve. Been a little while since the recurve's seen action. And then I'm just going to do a bit of this. See? Yeah. That's how I do this anyway. You don't want to lose too much of that cotton. Spread it out sort of nicely and evenly like that. There we go, and just tuck that in. Still love this recurve single coil, still holds up to date. One of the best little single coil bangers, for sure, for sure. I don't actually have a tube to put this on because it's so bloody tiny. We've got a little Cthulhu MOSFET mod, we might put that on that. You guys remember that? Did do a review on that Cthulhu, so that's what we're going to throw it on. Alright. Looks very nice, looks very, very nice. As you saw while I was heating it though, heated from the outside in. I had that issue with pretty much every single coil I put in. Didn't take too long with this one to work that out. However, I did have a hard time with some of the others. Now, even the Kylan, the ones I have in the Kylan, which are the 2-core aliens, they hot spotted, just so many hot spots everywhere, which was just a right pain in the freaking ass. We're using some, like an apple pie sort of dessert here. This one's by Constellation Cloud Co. here in Australia. Very, very appley. You don't like apple vapes, you won't like this one. I don't usually, but it's been sitting there steeping a little bit. Hopefully you get some of that nice pie and crust flavour. And that's rowdy. That's 50 watts, 0.35. Whew. Very nice. Alright, let's go back up on top, talk a bit more about these coils, and then we'll wrap it up. So this has been a longer video than I wanted it to be, just for coils, but I guess I bit of out of practice when it comes to someone wanting a coil review. Now, do I rate these coils? That's the real question, isn't it? Would I put these up there with the likes of the other brands that I'm a big fan of? Yes. This man makes some incredible coils, made out of the highest quality you can fucking find, and not really charging an arm and a leg for it either. So great. Huge con with the coils. The Alien Claptons, I had a little bit of an issue with just hot spotting everywhere. That's what I'm running in here, in the intake, on the Aegis, and don't get me wrong, this is my favourite build out of the lot. I've been smashing this one for a few days, and just absolutely incredible. But to get it there was very, very difficult. If you're, you know, careless, or you're just getting into building and shit like that, something like that might trip you up a bit. You might not know what's going wrong. You might miss one or something. You know, I was working on these coils for a very, very long time to get them to glow evenly. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass. It might just be those ones, you know. However, these are actually my favourite performing out of the lot. So small price to pay. The flavour is fucking incredible. They're supposed to ohm in at a 0.18 joule coil. 0.2, it's come in on the dot. 70 watts with a bit of a 10 watt boost. It's fucking incredible. And then that little recurve we just built down up close. Little recurve there. Yeah. This came in 0.36. Supposed to be a 0.35, so absolutely on the tits. And the flavour. The flavour off these coils are second to none. All these coils are made with 100% Ni80 as well, guys. So if you're not an Ni80 fan, if you're someone who's like, oh no, I only like stainless, well, these coils aren't going to be for you. Me personally, I'm an Ni80 guy. It's mostly all I vape. Look, there's a couple of companies and a couple of people out there that use a lot of Canthol and stainless in their coils, and I'm a huge fan of them. But personally, I'm just a big fan of Ni80. All these coils made with that, just the superior element in my opinion. You saw building the recurve down close, didn't really have any issues with the heating. It heated from the outside in. They all did that a little bit. Didn't take too long with this. No hot spotting like I had with the others. That aside, that little tweaking of the coils and the hot spotting and stuff, the quality, you should have seen up close at the start. Quality on these coils are absolutely incredible, second to none. Great work. And the flavour. I haven't put my vapes down whatsoever. Everything that's now got his coils in it, I'm smashing 110%. So I'm loving it, mate. You've made some incredible coils. Like I said, in ways to pick them up, you can go to his website, you can go to Vaporize. We're always at Vaporize, right? So Big Pro, they're easily available, and bunch of different variations too. Personally, I think I'm a bigger fan of his coils at a higher resistance. These 0.18s, 0.2s, the best ones in my opinion. And then this single coil 0.35, beautiful. Don't get me wrong, my mechs are incredible, but notice that out of everything I built, the two that I took out here to continue talking to you guys were two regulated devices. So great coils, great coils. Bit of a building issue, but the flavor is second to none. There's some coils that I've look. Now I'm going to name drop a couple. So look, I usually just use Jammo. If I'm using series, it's the Aussie coils now, and Tim's coils have slid in there with a couple of sets that I'm a big fan of. So I'm starting to use more, but for the longest time I only used Jammo's wire. And I started to branch out a little bit. These, I don't understand why anyone would buy Cloud Revolutions ever again. Ever again. Cloud Revs to me are dead after putting these into my devices. We're going to see how the longevity of these coils go. I'm going to do an update maybe a month from now. We'll check out some of these atomizers and see what they look like. See if we can bring those coils back to life, see if they're still clean. But yeah, usually you would shell out our money for the Cloud Revolutions, and I don't feel the need to want to do that. Personally, I prefer these. I feel like I'm getting better flavor off these Alien Claptons than I would Game Over Man's. Just a very well made Aussie product. So if you're in the market for some great coils, like I said, I support a lot of different coil builders here in Australia. But these are, if you're looking for pre-built, really good quality, the two that I'm going to tell you to buy are the two that I've been bragging about the whole time. So great set though, great set. Some of the lower builds in the mechs, rowdy as shit, look great. They perform exactly like I'd want them to perform. But the ones that shine out to me, that especially those Alien Clapton 28s. The Alien Clapton 28s, 0.18, 0.2 build. These are the pinnacle of his coils, in my opinion, from what I got sent. But we all vape different, we all prefer different things. You might like the fucking low ass ones that came in at 0.08. Point is, I've just reviewed coils and they're fucking top notch. So congratulations mate, congratulations Scott, congratulations to getting your coils in Vaporize too. It's a big accomplishment, and says a lot about the product that you are providing people. So that's it guys. You make up your mind. Remember, no matter what anyone tells you, always keep vaping. Stay safe during all of this time, and keep preaching. Take it easy guys.